Hello and welcome to the AG Fitness Training Podcast, episode 10. We're actually recording this one on video as well so that you can see our beautiful faces. You'll be able to catch that on our YouTube channel if you want to look at us as well as listen to us.
Yeah.
So today's topic is fear.
General fear, isn't it?
Just fear.
Fear in the gym, mainly, because fear outside the gym is a lot more intense than what we can talk about, I guess.
Yeah.
So where do we start with this one, you reckon?
Biggest fear, I think, is just failure. Nobody wants to fail.
Could agree.
Yeah.
But
failure on a lift, failure on achieving your goals.
Yeah.
Just failure in life, really. Like, you know,
I agree with
loads of stuff.
Again, as I said, depends which way people take failure. I think failing a lift, you can definitely recover from a lot easier because it gives you perspective. But when it comes to, as you say, maybe you've set a goal or a diet, or you want to lose X amount, and you say you only lose 2 kilos, but you want to lose 4, and that's harder to sink in, I think, because you go, I can't believe it, it's half of what I wanted. Although, again, when it comes to people going, I've only lost that, but it's fat you've lost and just gained muscle. And you get that perspective as well from it. But I would say failing a lift or failing weight related stuff is a lot easier to recover from, because it, as I say, it sets you a limit, so you know where you can push from. So if you fail a lift for a single, then if you say, as we spoke in the past, at work percentage based stuff, you can work off that and you can progress. So I get that the fear of failure is a huge thing.
In my opinion, in my opinion, if you're not failing on a lift, then you're not doing things right. Especially if you're going for like 1 rep max, you should every time you test your 1 rep max, you should fail, really, shouldn't you?
Some said, definitely.
Because that's how you know it's your true 1 rep max. If you get, I'm just looking at Paul's scores on the board there. If you get a 110 squat and then you go for 112 and you fail on it, then you know you're about right. Yeah. So if you're not failing on lifts, it's probably a
example.
Probably a bad thing.
If you had someone, Paul today doing it.
Yeah. Paul 1 rep maxed and failed when we got too heavy.
Yeah. No, that's right. I can't remember where I read somewhere, but I can't remember who said it. But regardless of what you're doing, you've got one good, solid 1 rep max in you a day, is what I read. So I can't remember put in it. So the way it was put in was amazing. So it basically says if you're going in for 1 rep max, and they say you'll hit 70, you'll hit 75. 80 was never there in the first place for you.
Yeah.
So when you go back down, you can do it. So yeah, it's weird. It's one of those weird ones, but
yeah, we actually did that today. I think we went in on bench at 80, and then 75, and then 77.5.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even that 77.5 was never in him for that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
happens to everyone. It's weird. It's a weird thing how the body just works it. But then my way of conquering the failure when I was doing 1 rep maxes was overloading. So I'd say I wanted to do, like say I was going to do a 200 squat, I'd put 210 on, feel the weight of it, rack it, take them off, and then do it, and it worked for me when I did my 260.
Yeah, I think that's the one, especially on squats. Sometimes people get in underneath the bar, lift out the hooks, and go, shit, that's heavy, and then outcycle themselves.
Yep.
Especially if it's a big number. I remember the first time I benched 100 kilos. It took me about 6 attempts on 6 different days.
And then I remember saying,
try it. So couldn't get 100. Failed, I think 6 different times, 6 different days, and then on the day where I got 100, and then I got 105 because it was just completely outcycling myself. I think when it's like a big number.
Yeah.
Going from 95 to 100. And because just
doesn't sound much, but in your head it's huge.
You can outpsych yourself quite a lot, and it's a lot of it comes down to your,
just fear.
Yeah, psychology. Fear of failing, especially on bench. Because you're like, well, if I fail, I'm gonna crush myself. That's why you always have a spotter, of course. Safety first, health and safety.
True. No, true. So I guess kind of sums up the lifting side of failure, I guess, but then working onto the goal setting failure, that's a bit of a wider task and varying, I don't know, sequences you can go through. Say it can be a weight related one, or it can be.
We'll just go with it. I think I've got a couple of views on this, but I imagine you've got some pretty strong views. So.
On the see, it's a funny one because I get a lot of people I've worked with in the past. None of the ones that come to me, which is weird, don't really aren't on the weight loss side. They're more on the strength and power side.
Sorry, 2 seconds. We've just dropped out here. Okay, we are back with episode 10 of the podcast. We cut out a bit there. I don't know what happened with the mic drop. So I'm gonna try and cut these two together before uploading them. Fingers crossed it works. Same with the video. I'll just cut them together. Fingers crossed. I'm not the most.
You had a hat on in the first part of the video.
It's like magic. I'm not great at technology, so I will try and cut these together. And you'll notice that the sound quality on the audio of the podcast is now pitch poor because our mic has decided to not work.
Oh yeah, so it's not quite even
technology.
Relevant.
Anyway, we were in the middle of talking about
people
fear of failure, fear of failure on goals,
goal setting.
Yeah,
which again is, I don't know, even goal setting is a weird one to me.
Yeah, I think you were talking about.
Oh yeah. Most people I've trained in the past are all come to for strength related stuff.
Yeah.
So they all want to get stronger. I guess the majority of people aren't too fussed about weight fluctuation.
Okay.
But then again, I've still had people that set a target. As you say, maybe it was too far ahead for them anyway. But that's what the target was, and it's hard to tell people. You're overachieving because you're not achieving anything yet. But overestimating your just ability.
I find that quite a lot. I'm the opposite. Like quite a lot of my clients come for weight loss, and I find people often overestimate like how much weight they can actually lose. Yeah. No, I know you mean. Again, it's one of those things that it does happen. I've had it before. It was in the you obviously same as you worked in a gym where you've been set out as 10 week, 12 week thing program where you sort them out and check them. And it's people that come and like, I'm having you get their diets and stuff from them, and you ask them why they've lost a little bit, but how come they're still not losing as much as they think? And they go, well, I'm still eating 10 packets of wine gums a week. You're like, wow, okay. That's it. Yeah.
There's the problem. Instantly. Or the one I had an argument with a couple of ladies once, and an argument with them about orange juice, and they were saying it's definitely one of their 5 a day. And I was like, I can't agree with it. I know you see it and people say, oh, it is, but it is not the same as actually eating fruit.
Eating orange, yeah.
It just annoys me when they go, I had a carton of orange juice, a glass of orange juice today this morning, and that's already one of my 5. And you just, it frustrates me. Stuff like that frustrates me.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's go.
Anyway, fear of failure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Nobody wants to fail on their goals, and I think sometimes people don't set themselves goals or targets because they're scared that they're going to fail.
No, I know what you mean. But then they're scared to set targets because they're scared they're going to fail. Fear squared.
Yeah, fear squared. Fear squared.
Fear though. I mean, if anyone else, people obviously listening and watching.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific fears, or is it even some people are scared of coming to the gym and I don't know why?
That was the one I was just about going. I think
environment.
Fear we encounter quite a lot is just fear. Nobody wants to look stupid.
No.
And nobody wants to be the worst at something.
Yeah, no.
I think a big fear for a lot of people is coming into the gym and being the person that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Everybody else is going in, they're setting up their bars and they're deadlifting with perfect form, whatever, and you like, what the fuck's a deadlift? You don't even know. I think that's quite a big fear for some people. Nobody wants to be the worst and nobody wants to look stupid.
Yeah, I agree with that. Couldn't agree more. People just come. I don't know. Fear. Can you put intimidation? There people are intimidated by it as well. I mean, I know they're total different kind of meanings, but Yeah.
Well, that's what we based this gym about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lack of intimidation, really.
Unintimidated environment.
As you look at us, two fierce
I know,
men.
scary guys. Scary men.
But no, nobody wants to come in and see, there's no. I mean, that's what I like about here is that you don't see.
There's no fucking mirrors. That's what we like about this gym. There's no mirrors, so you're not going to walk in to somebody with their shirt off, posing in the mirror.
But you
might walk into me or Juan with the shirt off doing a truffle shuffle. That's about it.
Pretty good, but again, it's that feeling you don't. You need to come into an environment where you feel welcome, and I think we try and welcome everyone here, regardless of ability or and talent, as we're going to later.
I think as well, like even to be fair, even I've walked into a gym before and felt intimidated. Like I'm not going to name the gyms for fear of getting sued, but I've walked into a gym before. I remember one time specifically when I first moved to Glasgow, and it was a larger chain gym.
It doesn't matter.
And I'd only been to Glasgow about 3 times in my life before I moved here. So I didn't really know my way around Glasgow. Didn't know anybody. And I went into this gym, and you know what they're like. It's just a big fucking, I don't know the best way to describe it. Like just loads of as many people through the door as possible. Pieces of kit left all over the place. And some of the guys in there were just like. At this point, I've been training. I was still young, but I've been training a good 4 years, 5 years. Yeah. So I knew what I was doing. I had a pretty decent build, reasonably strong. And even I felt intimidated by some of the guys coming about in their vests,
nipple singlets.
I know nipples as well, just
Yeah, no.
And they're just giving you death stares from across the gym, and you can feel everyone judging you and stuff like that. It's not
welcoming at all.
It's not welcoming at all. It's
That's what they say. If you see a young guy coming to the gym, the last thing you want to do is intimidate him. You want to kind of encourage him.
Exactly. We should all be we're all on the same side here. I don't understand what this thing is where people try and make other people feel unwelcome in the gym and try and intimidate them.
Yeah, no.
You should come over and to be fair, that's like a stereotype that big guys are gonna be scary, because I've been in the gym before when I was a lot younger, and quite a lot of the experience I gained in gyms was from bodybuilders, powerlifters who were in that way that they want to come. They see a young guy and they're like, "That's awesome. He's got into the sport, if you will," and
lifting.
They want to come and help you out and encourage you, and that's exactly how it should be. People should be helping each other, not going about hating on each other and discouraging.
That's but especially young people. I always find you see those kind of things with people coming to the gym. The people are some people overweight and they're on a treadmill. People are making fun of them.
Exactly.
There.
You make that's it. There's people that make fun of people who are overweight, and then they see an overweight person in the gym and then make fun of them when they're actively trying to change the problem, actively trying to change their situation.
Someone's trying to get stronger, but they're not big, so they're like, "Oh, he's not very big." And you're like, "How did you start? Were you born that?"
That's the one thing to remember whenever you are in an intimidated situation or whatever, then just think everybody started somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like people getting annoyed at learner drivers.
Yeah, but
learner drivers can be annoying if you've got somewhere to go or whatever, but you were a learner driver once as well. Exactly, it's not like you just got even
ability to just
like Lewis Hamilton had to learn how to drive. He didn't just pop out the womb and start driving a car,
Irony is he gets chauffeured around everywhere now. He doesn't even need to drive.
Yeah, that's it. Arnold Schwarzenegger had to he benched for the first time. He didn't pop out the womb having benched 10 times already. Everybody's had a first time in the gym.
Squatted out.
It's just everybody has had a first time in the gym. Even professional athletes have had a first time.
Professional athletes weren't born professional athletes.
Exactly, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
You seen what was born running,
sprinted out.
It's so silly, man. Again, we've somehow managed to get something into a rant.
Yeah, always rant, forever ranting.
That's why it says it's voice and opinion and experience. Andy's obviously experienced being that guy who's gone to the gym and felt, I was the same. I mean, I was really. That's still good. It doesn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother me now.
Yeah,
it wouldn't bother me now. I think just as when I was a wee bit younger, it was.
I found it.
It wasn't intimidating.
But those guys that generally, I don't know if somebody might have noticed. I noticed is the guys that usually stare at you are because you're doing things that they can't do.
Yeah.
Like their range of motion.
Yeah.
Is awful.
That's it. Yeah.
Get in the gym because
It's just
my quarter squats are heavier than yours, but that. But then again, so that's just a guy's perspective. But then there's one that annoys me is I don't know if you can say this, but the ladies that go in and literally dress up for the gym.
Yeah, again.
That's a weird one. That's a weird
makeup and whatnot.
It's a strange one, that one for me. I mean, can't experience it because I'm not a female and I don't wear enough makeup.
Yeah.
So.
Again, like I can't draw from past experience on that one because but I know that is a thing I've spoken about with folk before, and that's again they just don't want. No, they don't want to go in and have these guys with loads of makeup on and like
dressed up ready to go.
dressed up and they're coming in like joggies and whatnot.
But then, I think it's getting worse. I think the guys are worse than the girls now, to be fair. I don't know if you can agree with that. Not here.
Yeah, just
9 times out of 10, the guys are the ones that will stare more often and critique.
It's
mental.
I've had a lot of people come over. Well, not a lot of people come over. But I've had people come over to me in the past when I was younger and say, "Oh, you're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong." And like, to be fair, I think I will listen to anything that anybody ever has to say about my form or the way I'm doing things. I'll listen because if you don't, I think that's just ignorant. Like for all I know, they're like,
you never know what they've done.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It might be the best coach ever. I don't know, so I will listen to them. But there is a certain way to go about giving somebody feedback, and sometimes coming up to somebody and say you're doing that wrong is not really the way to go about it.
Not mid squat.
Yeah, exactly. I think going up to somebody if you think that they could use your assistance, and I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Now you can listen to that.
It's like a sneeze but worse.
I think going up to somebody and saying, look, I don't know if you where you learn to squat or whatever, but I think it could be better if you did this. Is going to be more beneficial than going up to somebody and saying
that's wrong, do it this way.
That's wrong. Yeah. If you go up to somebody that's not very confident, they've got fear of going to the gym, they've managed to get in, they've done well for themselves, and then somebody comes up and says you're doing this wrong.
Yeah.
Probably not going to come back.
No. Yeah. I mean, the older you get and the more you're in the gym, you do learn, and you fight. Like I've changed lots of techniques and stuff since I started, and as you say, it's the way that people say it to you, or even it's just like it's just the ones that are really abrupt and abrasive.
Yeah, exactly. That's
in your face.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing it wrong. You're definitely doing it wrong. Instead of going, well, why don't you try hands over here a bit wider, or put your feet a bit wider? It's just they just tell you must squat like
exactly.
I squat.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You've got to remember as well. Different people have different bodies. No two people are going to squat exactly the same. Like just because somebody's not doing things your way doesn't mean they're doing things wrong.
Correct.
But even when there's guys training in here, like just doing their own workouts and stuff like that, I'll say to them, look, if you need any help or if you want my advice, come and ask me. Apart from that, I'm just going to leave you do it, and you can go about your own workout. Come and if I'm sitting here at the desk, like I've not got any clients, and come and give me a shout, and I'll help you out. No problem. But I'm just going to leave you to your workout. I don't like interrupting people and saying, look, you can do this, you can do that. But
that's the right way to do it.
About your thing, you can ask me. Boom.
So
last
fear nailed.
I've got one last point with fear. The fear of getting too big was another one I heard today, which is a personal somebody that's done more.
All right. Yeah. I think that's more of a lady thing. Like, as soon as they touch a dumbbell, they assume they're going to get massive. Maybe not, but
you do. I've heard it from guys as well. I don't want to get too big. I just want to be,
look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and just
that was the one I always used to get. You're like, but you can't talk about it.
You can't talk about it.
First rule, pretty much. And the second. Well, we don't.
We've just broken the first rule.
What?
Talking about that.
I'll talk about what?
The game.
Oh no.
Right. Fear of getting too big is just. I think for me, it's just a bit of a ridiculous one. I've been training at this point 6 years. Like, yeah, 6 years. 6 years. I'll just go with 6 years.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I'm like the guys that are watching on YouTube. Like, I'm not massive. I'm not tiny, but I'm not huge either. If I've been training 6 years and I'm not too big, then I think he'll be fine for a couple of weeks. I think
I think on a sense too, it's hard to get too big.
Yeah.
Like the man, because I don't think I'm that big. I'm decent sized.
Yeah.
But for my weight, I'm now cutting down to like 102 kilos when I started at 112. I'm as strong as I was then. So you don't need to be big to be strong. I think that's where people get confused.
Yeah.
They think they must be big to be strong.
Yeah.
And that's well. Yeah.
There is a correlation. Like, if you're strong, you are going to get. If you're increasing your strength, you're going to get bigger as a byproduct.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, couldn't agree more on that.
Just like if you're getting bigger, you're going to get a little bit stronger as a byproduct.
Yep, couldn't agree more.
But the rep ranges and whatnot that you use, you can align yourself towards strength more than getting big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this one, the fear of getting big is something that we tend to hear from experience. I tend to hear it more from women than from guys.
Yeah,
I have, however, heard it from guys as well. I think for directing this one towards women, if you have a fear of getting too big, remember that you have a lot less testosterone than a guy. And that's a key component in building muscle is testosterone. So yes, that's fine. You might have a fear of getting too big. You're probably not going to get too big, especially in the first year of lifting weights. It's not going to happen. The only thing that will get you too big is those fast donut hands and scoffing all donuts.
Donut hands, eh?
Fast donut hands.
I know, yeah, there's lots of testosterone in donuts.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, it's a good one. Yeah. That's what I've not encountered it too much with guys, admittedly. I mean, I've
encountered it a couple of times, but I do. It is one I tend to find comes from females more.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think guys are more inclined to say, "Well, he looks too big," than women.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a weird. It's a total weird world, man.
And the one that gets me okay as well, right? Say that you've got exceptionally high testosterone and your diet's perfect and you're lifting well, and you do get to the point that you consider too big, just stop lifting.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you lift and you get big. It's not like a tattoo that is permanent. Even a tattoo is not permanent anyway. But it's not that you get to the point that you're too big and you stay. That's
I suppose who do you look at guys like? I guess bodybuilders and stuff, they get massive, and then to cut, I suppose they still train, but it's a funny one. Yeah. But they can lose 10, 12 kilos in a stupid amount of time.
Oh, yeah, exactly, that's it. But yeah, if you had too much muscle, then just stop.
Yeah,
lifting.
That's amazing. What happens if you stop.
Yeah, exactly, that's it. I've experienced that myself.
Yeah.
Through injury, ruined my shoulder and lost some size. It's going to happen.
Injuries.
Boom. Right.
Nailed fear in a couple there. Just basically, everyone's gonna fail at some stage. Don't worry about it.
It happens.
Get over it. Start again.
Exactly. Reset your goals.
Basically, yeah. Best way to do it. But don't be scared.
Yep.
Of us especially.
Cool. Right. So now we're going to move on to the next topic, which is Juan's specialty. Things that require no talent. Talking shite on a podcast, that requires minimal talent.
The ability to grow a glorious beard. Like this neck bearded.
Got a glorious neck beard going on.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I mean, I don't know how many points you can get out of this, but I think for me the most beneficial one is I don't have it written down, but the ability to be coached.
Yep.
I think.
Yep. Agreed.
If you don't listen and you don't really want to be there, or we're going to go back. You're getting advice. We're not telling you how to do things, but advising you ways that even if it's just to correct your technique slightly, but you just ignore it and just carry on doing it your own way. That's not a good thing. But if you have the ability to take in, I've done it with people that come in here and I throw. I'm guilty of throwing 5 different points to them at once, just because I can see them taking it in and it's working.
Yeah.
And then I have to come back because it's so hard to take in 5 points once, remember them all.
Yeah, exactly, that's it.
But the people that I've lucky enough had to coach here are phenomenal. Most of them take things in, and then even remembering it, that makes me feel good, because again, it's something you didn't know before, and you've worked on it. No talent to begin with, and then you've worked on it, and you can see our board. You see how many PRs we've had since July, and it's phenomenal. So that's one of my things.
And going on that, I had a client a long time ago now, going back like a year and a half. Well, it wasn't a client; it was a potential client who wanted to compete in a bodybuilding show, bikini.
Okay. So a guy.
It was not a guy. No. So we only wanted to compete in a bikini contest, which was over. It was like 14 months away at the time.
Wow, that's a long
so it was a long time. But that's what you'd like it. I mean, when we sat down and actually spoke, she was eating quite low calories, so I wanted to go for a long period of reverse dieting, and then diet down for the show.
Yep.
Which reverse dieting, I mean, you're going to increase your calories. With that, you are going to gain a little bit of weight, but you can stay fairly lean, like the majority of the way through the off season and whatnot. And she wanted to do it, staying lean all year round. Which then going into the show, which was in 14 months' time, your calories are having when her calories were low anyway. If you then want to maintain that physique all year round, and then go into it's impossible. Just your calories will be mad, so low. It's not impossible. And trying to get this through to her was a struggle. So in the end, I said, look, I'm not going to work with you, because what's the point of you paying me to do things your way anyway? That makes no sense. And that's what we mean by being coachable. If you take in the point, I'm not saying that you have to do everything my way, because you might have suggestions. You might be like, look, I want to do it this way instead. That's fine, but I'm not saying you have to do it my way, but I'm giving you my advice. And I mean, same as you, I've studied this for quite a long period of my time.
What's the point of coming to you if you're going to
exactly that's it.
Thanks for that. I'm just keep going my way.
That's it. I mean, we've got quite a lot of experience in this field of lifting heavy things.
Not as much a bikini modeling myself. Although I bet it look good.
What's that?
I bet it look good. Actually, no.
I reckon I'd look good in a bikini. 2017. Let's compete. But yeah, that was my one. I mean, being coachable is a good one. My main point on things that require no talent: work ethic. You don't need any talent at all to work hard, and I think that's a huge one for me. I love working with people that are going to put the effort in. That's just straight off the bat. Usually, that's the first thing. That's actually the first thing I ask people is, out of 10, I send out a questionnaire if I'm working with a new client or whatever. Out of 10, how badly do you want to achieve your goals, and how hard are you willing to work towards them? And every single person, nobody gives me a 10. I get loads of people that give me a 9, and usually the people that give me 9 out of 10 say they're going to work 9 out of 10 are the worst ones.
Oh, really?
They don't work hard at all, and they're not willing to put in the effort. People that give me a 6 or 7 are usually the ones that, I don't know, any psychologists or whatever out there, if you want to, analyse that and try and hit me up and find out why that is. That's just something I've observed. And yeah, most people, if they say, okay, I really want to achieve my goals and I'm willing to work, about 6 out of 7 are the ones that...
It's because they don't want to. Yeah, because maybe they think, I'll set it at 6 or 7, but I will work to a 10 and it will show them that I'm willing. Maybe. I don't know. It's just something I've noticed over a period of time doing this. But work ethic is my number one. So I think if you have the ability to be coached, your work ethic will improve as well, or your work ethic's already there because you're willing to take on advice.
Again, even when I try and always relate this just to a weight loss point of view, because the average day-to-day client is looking to lose weight.
Yeah, fair enough.
Work ethic, you don't need anything else. Work ethic, you can walk all the time.
Yeah.
Eat well, work ethic.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a good way.
You don't even need a coach. Like, you know, books, read. Like, people with work ethic are gonna put in the work.
Yep. No,
you know,
good,
and
good. That's a good way to put it.
they'll do whatever needs to be done. Whereas some people
Nailed it.
come in with zero work ethic and expect me to wave a magic wand, and that's just not going to happen. Which is why I always ask people that question.
The standard. I need to lose 3 kilos in 3 weeks.
I need to lose 17 pounds by tomorrow.
Here, just give me a 20. I'll give you 3 change.
Yeah, 17. That is a dad joke right there.
You're welcome.
That is a dad joke. I have timekeeping on the list as well, which is one I'm fucking awful at. My timekeeping. I'm what I describe as a time optimist. I always think I've got way more time, so if I'm leaving like to come here, and it will take me 20 minutes to get here from home, then I believe that I can do it in 15.
Yep, I get you.
Awful at timekeeping. I'm just not even timekeeping. I know when I need to leave, I just don't leave then, because I'm like, nah, it's fine. I can make it.
Right.
Good rapping, mate. Use some bolt.
Would I be a time optimist? I was looking at something.
I think your timekeeping's pretty good.
I was bad on Monday. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I was only.
That's just traffic and stuff like that.
Nuts. But no, otherwise, no. I think
your timekeeping's typing a lot better now. Yeah. These, to be fair, these can be applied not just to the gym, but in day-to-day life.
That's just talent. You don't need to have a gym talent to have timekeeping, work ethic. Coaching's a bit different, but it depends what your work life's like. If somebody's telling you to do something, you work in IT, for example, and you go, I'll keep it there.
So that's it. Like, What have you got anything else on that subject? Things that require no talent.
Things that require no talent. Oh, what else have you got?
Just being a cool guy, like that doesn't really require any talent. Does it? Just being nice.
Yeah.
Just being generally not a dick. Like that's always good. And I don't know. These days, I feel like it does require talent, because so little people are not a dick. But,
yeah, just to have.
But just being nice, like just please, thank you,
manners.
You know, just manners and
manners have definitely decreased in the
if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you, and if somebody came in and was rude to me, we're probably not going to hit their goals. No. If somebody comes in and is nice to me, we're going to smash their goals, because I'm on your side, you know. If you're nice to me, I'm going to be on your side all the way. I'm going to be rooting for you, and I'm going to put in 110%. I always put 100% into my clients, but if I've got clients, which all my clients are, to be fair, because I won't take on somebody that's rude to me, because what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
we've had that.
I wanted to be enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, if I get a client that gives me 110% and is nice and polite to me, then
you're only going to do things the back.
I'm in their corner as well, and that's not like, you know, I think everybody would be the same, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean that's just common sense to be polite. Nice.
It's just good.
Why would you want to be a absolute chode? I use that again.
Yes, chode.
Why do you want to be a chode?
We're bringing that back, mate. We're bringing that back.
Because we're both chodes. We're both shorter.
Short white. Have you got any else to add to that list? Things that require no talent.
You know when you have like a brain fart and you can't remember anything else? I had like 8 of them.
I know.
We've done 3 at least, but I can't remember the other ones I've done.
Punctuality.
That's timekeeping, isn't it?
Is that?
Speciality. Punctuality is timekeeping.
I just had that written down there.
Yeah, well, I think the ability to be, especially in our environment, the ability to be coached, work ethic. Simple too.
Just being sound.
Just being super rad.
Try as much as possible to be like us.
If you grow a beard,
grow a beard, shrink 2 inches, and you're sorted. I think that's all.
Quite good. That was a good one.
Yeah.
No, only a partial 10-minute rant.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting better.
This has actually been a long podcast if I cut the other bit onto it. Right. We're gonna love you and leave you.
Surprised you won't leave. You might leave you with a dab if you're lucky.